Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Canelo Alvarez not in his prime and his easy work? Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Janibek has come out and stated that he really wants a Canelo Alvarez fight. He basically states that Canelo Alvarez is easy work at this point in his career, and he's no longer at his best. He's no longer in his prime based on his most recent fight against Gennady Golovkin, Triple G. Now, that would be fool's gold for Janibek to even believe something that stupid. I mean, he's a good up-and-coming fighter. Much respect to Janibek, but what I will say is Canelo Alvarez dominated Triple G with an injured wrist, and this guy has a lot of high miles, very exhausted, fought about 6 times in the last 2 years, so it makes sense that Canelo Alvarez needs a rest, needs a break from boxing, and not only that, he needs to rehab his injured wrist. So Canelo Alvarez can dominate a unified middleweight champion with an injured wrist and a lot of miles from the last 2 years. That says a lot about how great Canelo Alvarez is. Janibek's a good, interesting fighter, but at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez is literally levels above this guy. But I understand why Janibek calling out Canelo. I understand why he's talking about that fight, even though Janibek fights at 160 pounds, even though, Janibek fighting Canelo Alvarez would be meaningless for Canelo because Canelo has nothing to gain. Canelo's interested in legacy fights at this point in his career. But the interesting thing is, we know why he's calling out Canelo is simply because he wants a payday. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.